I'm 51 and I'm done. I am flat out just done with the job market. I'm done with this little American dream white picket fence BS that we've been sold our whole lives. I'm done chasing side businesses, spending my money on things that are absolutely useless, material things that I don't even remember I bought. And I bet you if you clicked on this video, you're done as well. And I urge you to stay all the way through to the end, because I think I can help you realize that you have probably wasted a lot of your time chasing the wrong things like I have, buying into this little American dream thing that didn't work out. And there's solutions for you. So how did I get here at 51 years old? I'll give you a little bit of my story. I'm not going to give you an autobiography, obviously. But I got here, like I said, I just turned 51. Actually, June. So this month, I turned 51 years old. And I'd already kind of started realizing, like, man, there's got to be something else out here. This isn't working for me. I'm not happy. I'm not anywhere near where I thought I would be. Some of the mistakes were mine, some not. But I just had this realization, and it's really hit me this year. And I think what really put the icing on the cake for me is I had some medical problems. A lot of it was military stuff, VA. And anyway, I was asked to resign. So I basically lost my job because I was missing too many days for medical reasons. I made a video on that, actually, kind of crazy. But when I tried to get back into the job market, nobody wanted me around here. They go for the cheaper college kids, the younger people. And I'm not just exaggerating that. Like, I'm talking hundreds of applications. And then I even went to, some other jobs outside of that with a lot lesser pay. And I couldn't get nothing on those either, and go, man, something is wrong with this system. Something is wrong with this system. Tried everything. So after realizing that just flat out wasn't going to work for me anymore, I said, screw it. Why am I playing this game? I can play a different game. I can take control of my life. I've always been that person that's wanted to do that. Take the risk, do something different, and just never did it. Kept playing the game that most of us continue to play. And I said, nope, this is my year. I'm going to move to the coast like I've always wanted to. I'm going to take the risk. And I will say, I don't necessarily have to go to work. A lot of this channel is about doing like semi-retirement, retiring early. So I want to throw that out there. But I do want to pad my income and set myself up better, especially when there's so many unknowns. So that's kind of where I'm at. And then like I said, I'm just going to do this. I'm going to do this. So I started taking the steps to do this. And I've always considered myself a very frugal person. I live in a very small house. It's right at 900 square feet. But then when I started downsizing, which is one of the big steps that I started taking because I plan on moving within the next 3 months or so, putting this house up for sale. And I started downsizing, and I started looking around, realizing, yeah, I may live in a 900 square foot house, but I also have a basement that's just as equal of size. And I have my little office down there and a bunch of stored stuff. And I'll put some pictures just as quick of me going through stuff. No, I'm a clean freak, so that's just me going through stuff. And realizing just how much crap I've wasted my money on, even being a frugal person that I am. I wear the same clothes over and over again, even when I have more. I'm just that type of person. And then just going through the drawers and all the extra tools I've had and all these things that I've gotten for side businesses, embroidery machine, laser machines, CNC machines, an exercise bike that I can't even ride because of some health problems that I have. And just going on. And it's like, holy cow. And if I'm a frugal person, what does somebody else's house looks like? Well, when my dad passed away, I kind of got a glimpse of that, going through all his stuff. But man, I still had a bunch, and I had gone through stuff before. I'm always one of these people that if I don't use it, I eventually get rid of it. But I still had all this stuff and like, holy cow, the money that I've spent on this, the time that I've wasted chasing side businesses, flipping houses. And I started taking a lot of stuff to the dump that just flat out wouldn't sell because I don't want to do the yard sale thing because it's not even worth the time. I've been down that road before. I did use Marketplace to sell some bigger stuff. Gave a ton of stuff away. And it was like a full-time job doing this, even with thinking I'm a minimalist, frugal type person. And it just made me wake up and go, you know, because 2 weeks later I'd go, what did I even throw away? I didn't even miss any of this stuff. When I was going through stuff, I didn't remember where did I get this? When did I buy this? And it just opened up my eyes of how much money we waste. And we really don't need this much money to live if we really want to take control and not waste our money on stuff. And better yet, not waste our time on things that don't matter, especially when you get to this point of our lives. And what really does matter is experiences. Your time is what matters. Yeah, we live in this rat race, unfortunately, where we have to have a certain amount of money to live. But I think it's a lot less than most of us think. That's what I'm realizing. And that's a lot of part of why this channel came about is for that. And I hope we can build that community. And I'm going to the coast, man. I'm taking the risk. I'm doing it. I'm making those steps to downsize. And it was just a huge wake up call. So I wanted to come in here and share that with you. And I think what you can take away from this is even if you're not planning on moving or selling your house or even leaving your job, maybe it's a wake up call just to go, geez, yeah, you're right. Look at this stuff. I'm just storing it. Why am I doing this? Let me get rid of this. And more importantly, let me be very selective on what I spend my money and my time on in the future. But I bet a lot of you want to take that chance, leave that job that you hate, do the semi-retirement, retire early, do something that you can at least tolerate and enjoy somewhat, not be miserable every day. And it starts with this. It starts with making the decision, looking around, being aware, just like I was, going, wow, what have I done all this time that I can't get back? And I'm not doing this on my second half. And I hope you're not either. And that's why I hope you can get something out of this video. If anything else, just a wake-up call. I do appreciate you watching. Take that chance. Take that opportunity. Take the risk. Don't let fear control you, because that's what I've done a lot in my life, and I didn't even realize that I was doing it. But if you don't mind, subscribe. Channel, I doubt anybody's even watching at this point. The channel's just very slow growing. I don't know what it is. I feel like it's some valuable information. I do spend some time trying to make some decent videos. I'm not going to do heavy editing. But if you did make it this far and you got anything out of it, even if it's just a spark, please subscribe. Think about passing it on. I do appreciate everyone that does watch, likes and comments, and especially if you subscribe to help the channel grow. And if you don't feel like doing that, that's all fine too. But anyway, have a beautiful day.